Take our seats. And my lovely students, if we can gather ourselves as well, thank you very much. You're doing a great job. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the new Beaver Run. It has been quite a process. It's taken upwards of 5 years to get to the point where we can stand here today in a beautiful gym and have a special ceremony to bring into service a building that should be replicated 16 more times so that every elementary school in Wycombe County has the opportunity to have a facility as gorgeous as this. So thank you very much for coming today. We are now going to honor our nation with a presentation of the colors by the Color Guard from Wycomico High School, JROTC, and this will be followed by the national anthem on trumpet by Matthew Inoka and Aiden Snyder, both are Wycomico High seniors and past Beaver Run students. Matthew and David, please come to the stage. Journey and Isaiah come forward, please. This is Journey Paul and Isaiah Johnson, and they will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Forward, on.
Thank you, and be seated. And now I would like to present a couple of a student per classroom. is joining us here on the risers today, and we would like to show everyone how we begin our day, every day, here at Beaver Run. Well, thank you so much. You did a wonderful job, and Bucky came out from the stream to join us. This afternoon, we have some special guests that I would like to acknowledge, and to my left on the stage are Julie Giordano, our county executive, Maryland Senator Mary Beth Carosa, District 38, Jean Malone, Board of Education Chairman, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Micah Stauffer, keynote speaker, Maruk Rizwan, and to my right, I have Alex Donahoe. He is the Executive Director of the State of Maryland Interagency Commission on School Construction. I also have Hugo Petion, CEO of Beaver, John Cannon, Wycombe County President, Maryland Delegate, Cherie Sample Hughes, District 37A, and she's also this pro tem. Representing the state of Maryland, Joanne Murray. She's from the Office of School Facilities. In the audience this afternoon, we have Board Vice Chairman Alan Brown and board members Dr. Bonnie Ennis, Kristen Hazel, John Palmer, and David Watts. Board member Susan Beecham was unable to be here. Past Board of Education members that are here today are Don Fitzgerald and Michael Murray. Former Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Donna Hanlon. County Councilman Josh Hastings and Jeff Merritt. Wycombe County Sheriff Mike Lewis. Director of Administration Funky Luffman. And from the School Building Commission, we have Chair Amanda Polak and members Jared Sheldon and James Thomas. And also Salisbury's Mayor Jack Heath is here as well today. If I haven't named you already, please know that we are very happy to have each of you here and everybody here today. Let's have a hand for everybody that came to our convention. Mr. Holloway's here too. He wasn't on my list. I'm sorry, Mr. Holloway. And I even talked to you. Sorry. Also, I know that somewhere out there are some former Beaver Run teachers. If you could please stand. Any former Beaver Run teachers? There we are. Thank you very much for being so dedicated to come back. Greatly appreciate it. And my mom came from Florida. I thought that was pretty neat too. She's sitting with my wife. I didn't know she was coming. Now I'd like to introduce a very special group from our school. It is the Beaver Run Intergenerational Community Choir, also known as BRIC. This choir is comprised of some older Beaver Run students from the 2nd grade, as well as members from Wycombe County High Schools and the community themselves. The singers range in age from 6 to 70, and they truly enjoy making music together under the direction of our music teacher, Dr. Nan Richardson. She is an excellent educator who was also a finalist this year for Wycombe County Teacher of the Year. She has secured a grant to fund this, to create this unique choir, which will be performing 2 songs for us today, and also has had 2 concerts this year. They're going to bring a song now called I Like to Sing. Enjoy. And my assistant principal, Ms. Abt, is going to take us through the list of principals.
Good afternoon. As you said, I'm Paris Abt, assistant principal, and proud to be a part of the administration team here at Beaver Run. I work alongside Mr. Twilley, and unfortunately, Ms. Becker is out today with our other assistant principal. Our school has an excellent team that it took who's operating on 2 separate campuses for many years, and then worked to envision a new school, merging us all together and working with what we have now. Beaver Run has enjoyed great leaders throughout this long history, and I would like now to read the roll call of principals. And I ask any Beaver Run principal, past or present, if you are here, please stand. Elizabeth Foch from 1958 to 1971. Ronald Willie, 1971 to 1987. James Fox, 1987 to 1991. Jay Loesch, 1991 to 1997. Chris Dunzio, 1997 to 2004. William Curtis, 2004 to 2011. Melissa Eiler, 2011 to 2016. And Mr. Kurt Twilley, 2016 to present. Thank you to all of our wonderful educators and leaders who have served as principals of Beaver Run Elementary, and Principal Kurt Twilley will now share some of our school history.
Happens all the time. Beaver Run was opened in 1958 as one of 14 multi-room elementary schools in Wycomico County. Located in primarily a rural agricultural area when it opened, Beaver Run was near a stream, which was home to actual beavers. So there is a reason why we are called Beaver Run. The school's mascot that was chosen because of our neighbors, obviously, it was very fitting. The original California design encompassed 3 buildings when it was completed, which gave the site its campus-style appearance. By 1975, Beaver Run took shape as the building complex we currently recognize, with several additions brought online to house a kindergarten through 6th grade program. And during the 2000-2001 school year, Beaver Run became a pre-kindergarten through grade 2 primary school, and being paired with East Salisbury for grades 3 through 5. That's how it is still today. From the early 2000s until 2022, Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 were served at the Wycomico Early Learning Center campus of Beaver Run, which is 3 miles from the main campus, right next to East Salisbury. The school community is obviously excited to have everyone at the location now, since Beaver Run has opened in the 22-23 school year. It's very nice to have the whole family together. All right, I would like now to have Mr. Pevion come forward and he will be speaking about rebirth.
Bonsoir. Ça passé. So, I think, can I go any further? So I think now you start to get used to the growing Haitian and Hispanic community here. But we are the second largest Hispanic community. So I know a lot of you have been counted with a lot of Haitian going on all over the place. But I'm not here for that. I'm just here to tell you a little bit about what we do in the community. My name is Abaki Petition, and I've been here for 30-some years, and I'm the executive director of Beaver. And let me tell you a little bit of what we do, since I have just 2 minutes to, back this up. We are a nonprofit, community-based organization, and we've been serving the community, especially for over 20 years. Our focus of work and services are geared toward this demographic, the low income, minority, and the immigrant community. We actually have 8 people in our staff, plus volunteer. That's starting creating like a workforce. And we have about 3 CHW. That's some of the time to explain what they do. They do a lot of things, connect people with resources in the community. On average, we are serving over 30 people. Some of our current program and services of rebirth, and as you all know, during the COVID, it was chaotic. So there were a lot of parents that's been panicking and asking us, what to do in the moment. So, luckily, that's not funny. So that's pushed us to create a space where we provide high-speed internet, and then they can come so they can connect to school and have their homework done, and so much that we do during that day, during that time period. So we have the let's see what else here. For the second year now, I'm trying to be brief. For the second year now, we have opened our after-school program and help children with after-school program, homework. We have a music class, dance, and counseling that we do once or twice a month. Because there's a culture gap or culture clash between immigrant and the kids who are born here or come early age and then try to immerse themselves into the American culture, but when they get home, it's a different ballgame. So we try to get, counseling services, so for those kids to get us sit down with the parents and talk about what's going on in this school. We have been collaborating with the school board and then try to have registered non-English speakers, newcomers, and those who don't have a computer. And what we do, we have people come from the board or PPW that's come to our center all the time to help us to register those kids. And then there's a process called shared residency. They will come and notarize paper and everything. We help them with immunization. We help them with physical. So we cannot give you all the detail because time is constrained. And then other thing that we do, we open a culturally appropriate food pantry that they are familiar with, and then actually they're gonna consume when they come and get their food in our pantry. We have a navigation program, so we have a navigator that will kind of give people or guide people toward, any kind of resources in the community. We run a community radio station that is there to educate and inform the people in the community. And we also have people that's doing health or community health education, and then they major in that and then try to bridge the culture gap between the American society and then the culture where they're from. What else we do? We do advocacy, help, promote our community, make sure that you guys know there's a community that is existed. So sometimes our community is overlooked, but in the other way around, so they are working forced toward, production and any kind of work that they do in the community, but sometimes they overlook and they're not being served properly. And what else we do? We help bridge the gap with translation and interpreting. We do summer camp that we did last year and continue doing this year. So, and more. So we just try to be brief. In the ballpark, that's what we do. So if we have time to kind of tell the details, everything that we do here will take a long time. But if you don't mind, you can stop by anytime at our center at 225 North Division Street. So I know a lot of you are familiar with that. We are occupied basically the second floor of that building. So if you don't mind, you can stop by and ask whatever question, and then you'll know better of what we do in the community. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you. Thank you.
The next speaker will be our county executive, Julie Giordano.
I'm not going to say my promise. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is so amazing. And I remember being a teacher at the old Bennett Middle School with chicken fans and no air conditioning. And I also remember the first day of the new school when I walked into the new Bennett Middle, which is now in Freeland. And I remember the excitement, not just with us as teachers, but with students in the community. And so that same look of excitement was on so many faces that have toured this amazing building when it was first completed, and I see that look on a lot of faces today. But I just wanted to tell you one story. I remember my first day at the new Bennett Middle, and I know we're here to talk about Beaver Run, but I promise there is a point of connection. But I remember my first class, and my students left. The bell rings, and of course they're rushing to get out of my class. And they slammed the chair into the wall, day one. And I see this scuff mark on my wall, and I wanted to scream because it was a brand new building. But I remembered to embrace the scuff mark and embrace the marks on the floor and the fingerprints, because it means kids are here and kids are learning. So to all Beaver Run teachers, embrace the scuff mark. I'm sure you have some on your walls already, but it just means that kids are here and kids are learning. And as your county executive, the education of our youth here in the county has been a passion of mine for almost 2 decades. And many of you know that just 6 months ago, I was halfway through my 18th year teaching before being sworn into this position. I think my supervisor is right out there in the audience, and my boss was right over here. So, but to be part of this ceremony is so special and heartwarming, and so I cannot thank you enough. So thank you all and congratulations.
I remember the first scuff mark. I do. I felt a pit in my stomach. John Cannon, please join us. He is the Wycomico County Council President.
Thank you, Principal Willie. Glad to be here. Glad to see so many people here. Welcome all the guests. This has been a long time coming, but I think we can kind of say that about every school project, don't we? It's always a long time coming. But it's very important that we do that because we know what the responsibility is. Now, before I get into anything else, I do want to compliment the two trumpers. As long as I've been doing this, I've never heard the national anthem done by a duet of trumpets. And then we had the choir. Principal Twilly charged the mission we could pay for half the building. But getting back to what I was saying before, it is very important as far as the school system in Wycomico County. These are multi-million-dollar projects we're talking about. Whenever you get involved in schools, it takes a lot of planning, especially when you're looking at the taxpayers' dollars and how you want to benefit the county, and most important of all, how you want to benefit our children. Well, we're very lucky in Wycomico County because we have a long history of supporting education in Wycomico County. Just just in my tenure, Joe's, Cherie's, I know, and Mike Lewis, I know Mike Lewis, you know he had to go out. But, and members of the board, who I know have been around for such a long time, dedicated so much to the county. We're looking at a new Bennett Junior, a new Bennett Senior, West Salisbury Elementary. Now we're looking at Beaver Run, and not far away, we're looking at Mardella. Those are the investments that we've made in Wycomico County for the school system and for our students, and that's because we feel that it's so important in this county and in this community. It doesn't happen without leadership. That being said, I would like to thank personally, and on behalf of the council, the Wycomico County Board of Education. I'd like to give them a round of applause for everything they do. That is not an easy job, and I commend them for what they do. I'd like to thank our superintendent, Dr. Stauffer, for everything he's done and the leadership he's shown. And Dr. Hanlon, who's here, so glad to see you here today, and the initiatives that you created during your tenure. Together with the School Building Commission and our partners at the state level, including our Eastern Shore delegation. So that being said, it's truly a team initiative. I'm proud to be a part of that team. We do have a proclamation. You know it's a proclamation when I have to get out the glasses. I always say I'd like to have it in like 28 type print, but then it would be a proclamation that would be about 3 pages long. It is with great pleasure that the county executive and the members of the Wycomico County Council extend this certificate of recognition for the rededication ceremony of the Beaver Run Elementary School. With a proud history of educating the children of our community, the new Beaver Run Elementary School opened in the fall of 2022 for students. The Wycomico County Council and the county executive joined the Wycomico County Public Schools community on this momentous occasion as they rededicate Beaver Run Elementary School on this 11th day of May, 2023, signed by the county executive and the county council. Thank you very much.
And now we will have Maryland Senator Mary Beth Perosa from District 38.
Okay, where the students are there. Okay, good afternoon, and we are celebrating the official rededication of Beaver Run Elementary School. Let's really hear it. So when I was walking in to this brand new, brilliant place filled with brilliant Beaver students, I ran into one of your former vice principals, Grace Murdoch, wave Grace, and I said, "What can you tell me, Grace, about Beaver Run?" And I was so glad I asked her, because when we just saw so many former teachers and people associated with this school over the years show up for this rededication, this is a very special school. But I think today is so much more than official reopening of this beautiful state-of-the-art school. I believe it symbolizes the perseverance and complete dedication of so many who are part of this school today and who support this school today, and all of those who have been part of it in the past and continue to support this school. I think that today reinforces your core mission and will allow you to be even more effective. A community school with a caring staff, involved parents and community with successful students. Let's hear it for those students. And when I heard the story of being in separate buildings and trying to keep it all together, and now it's so exciting, it's so important that you are gathered together under one roof in a safe, and I want to emphasize safe and inviting environment. allowing our students and all school personnel to excel together. Now, here's my special message for all our students who are pursuing their passion for lifelong learning right here at the new Beaver Run Elementary School. You now have this wonderful opportunity in a place that brings all the partners together to support you and to ignite and keep that spark for learning. And I really believe that many of our students today, I know this, you are our future leaders. And I want to let you know that Shore needs you. And I do believe that all the Beaver Run student and school personnel, years from now, that you will think back to your days here with a smile of all the magical memories made right here at Beaver Run, a true community school bringing out the best in all of you. So may we take this moment and really be grateful for this historic rededication of Beaver Run Elementary School. Thank you. And now I would like to, if my colleague and friend, the Speaker Pro Tem, Delegate Cherie Sample Hughes will join me. And Mr. Twilley, if you and if we could have one of the students come up as well. And if one student and one teacher come up as well. I need a teacher. We all need our teachers. All right. So we're going to make it official. We have something here from the Maryland General Assembly, and it says, be it hereby known to all. So you have to do it a couple times, and that's okay. That sincerest congratulations are offered to Beaver Run Elementary School rededication ceremony in recognition of the reopening of the school, bringing all students and school personnel together in a new state-of-the-art elementary school, providing additional instructional community space and serving more local students and families. And we are presenting this to you on your official rededication. We congratulate you. God bless.
Were you coming back up again, Ms. Sample Hughes? Please do, come on up. Maryland Delegate Cherie Sample Hughes, Speaker Pro Tem, and District 37A.
Good afternoon, everyone. I bring you greetings from the Maryland House of Delegates. Like my senator said, we are excited to, number one, be back home, but certainly we understand the importance of fighting the good fight while we're in session. So session is over, but we know going in each and every session that it's about the young people. It's about the lives that we're going to continue to change. So to our superintendent, the principals, and the teachers, and all of those who have assembled here today, know that you're a part of that partnership, because otherwise we could not make this happen. And there's a saying about things, life comes full circle. Well, I used to be a Beaver. I used to come through these halls and walk through the doors and in the breezeways of having to have a jacket on to get to the next room. I'm sure everybody's like, yeah. But those were the days. And when the list of the principals were read, I could just really think about, how much love and passion is there then and is there now and will continue to be. But at the end of the day, it's important for you to know that as we talk about the blueprint for Maryland and all of its challenges and all of its funding challenges, that it's worth a good fight when we have a safe facility for our young people, when we have education at the table that is, competing with the next state and the next country, that we have teachers that are equipped to do their job. So to that end, I want to say thank you for all that you're doing and all that this is. It's just amazing. It's just a beautiful day to be here. And the last thing I'll say, I remember one day I got in trouble here at Beaver Run, and Miss Julia Brown, Mr. Alvin Brown's wife, she called home real quickly and told my parents and said, Cherie's done X, Y, Z. And so children do know that if you do something, you never know where you're going to end up in life. It'll come back and come in your mind when you're up here speaking one day. But that just goes to show you that our community has been strong throughout the years, and it does truly take a village to raise a child. So thank you again on behalf of our Speaker of the House, Adrian Jones. We will continue to fight the good fight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I had a similar reaction when I was appointed as assistant principal at Pinehurst, coming out of the classroom. And there still were a few teachers that were there when I was a student. And I walked in the first day and they just there were no words that were needed. So now I'd like to please have come forward, State of Maryland, Joanne Murray, Office of School Facilities.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Education, Chief Executive Officer, County Executive, members of the delegation, it gives me great pleasure to participate in the rededication of Beaver Elementary School. On behalf of the State Superintendent of Maryland Public Schools and the Office of School Facilities, we see this project representing the very best facility planning in the state of Maryland. The educational program and the design concept were developed with close collaboration between educators, facility planners, and the community. The clear organization of the design captures the unique qualities of the primary school. Two communities are learning connected to easily accessible common facilities. The administration, the IT suite, the media center, and the cafeteria and gymnasium. The design and execution achieve a notable balance between sound economical materials and the special features that make the memorable school centered in community identity. The governor sends his regrets that he was not able to be present today at this rededication ceremony. In his absence, I would like to present to you, with his congratulations, this citation. Before I read it, I have it here. Greetings, be it known that on behalf of the citizens of this state, in recognition of the students, faculty, and staff of Beaver Run Elementary School quality education and academic excellence, with sincere congratulations on the occasion of the ribbon cutting ceremony of the new placement school, and as an expression of our admiration, great respect, and warmest best wishes for success in the days and years to come, we are pleased to confer upon you this letter citation. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to offer my own sincere congratulations on the dedication of this fine facility. I would also like to introduce Alex Donovan, who is the Executive Director of the Interagency Committee for School Construction.
Thank you, Mr. Tully. Good afternoon, all. I'm so glad to be here today on behalf of Governor Moore and the commissioners of the Interagency Commission on School Construction. As a former teacher and principal myself, I know firsthand how important it is to have a school building that is safe, healthy, and truly supportive of modern teaching and learning. And so the IAC is very pleased to have contributed to the construction of this facility, and I'm I'm very happy to announce today that this morning the IAC approved fiscal 24 capital improvement program with a record large-sized allocation of $21 million to public schools, contributing to the Mardella project as it comes forward, and to the long-term growth and success of all the students here in the Concord County. And so I would also acknowledge all the hard work that went into the planning, design, and construction of the school to come out with a facility that is truly supportive of teaching and learning for all the students today and in the future. Thank you so much. Look forward to coming back and visiting again soon.
Mr. Mullen, our Board of Education Chairman.
Thank you and good afternoon. So the first thing I'm going to do is go off script, which you should never do when you're doing prepared remarks, but I want to say it's Teacher Appreciation Week. I want to thank all our 1,500 plus teachers in this county for everything you do every single day to make the lives of our 15,000 students better and to educate them. So please, a round of applause for all of you. Good afternoon. On behalf of all the members of the Board of Education, thank you to everyone for being here in this beautiful new building for Beaver Run Elementary School. Each time I drive by the school or walk through the hallways, I'm amazed by the outstanding design and well-considered layout that provides a perfect place for students to learn. We appreciate the support of our county and our state and the excellent job done by facilities professionals, both on the school system staff and in the industry. We're here today to rededicate Beaver Run Elementary because of the new school building. We're also here to mark a significant moment in the outstanding history the school has of educating children on this side of Salisbury since 1958. Over all those years, regardless of the facility, it's what happens inside that counts the most. It's the amazing administrators, teachers, instructional assistants, food service workers, custodians, front office staff members, school nurses, and others who support children and families who have made this a special place for students. That will always be the case. In this new building, the students today and decades into the future will be able to continue to enjoy the rich experience of growing and learning. In addition to serving on the Board of Education, I'm a banker, and you all know I like to share quotes. So I won't disappoint my colleagues on the board who are probably waiting for a quote. I can see it. No, they're saying it. No. Benjamin Franklin once said, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." The same can be said for the investment by our school system, our community, and our state in this new school building. We are proud to be here today to celebrate the important investment we've all made for Beaver Run Elementary now and far into the future. Thank you.
And now we'd like to treat you again to another selection from the Beaver Run Intergenerational Choir as they sing Namaste.
Reach out my hand to you, and I say hi. On the trail, I need you right now. Reach out my hand to you, and I say, 'cause it's hard, I remember, oh, see you, 'cause it's hard, I remember, oh, see you, I don't know your name, we're different kinds of love, we may not be the same. But I reach out my hand to you, and I say, I don't know your name. We have different points of view. We may not be the same, but I reach out my hand to you, and I say, I don't know your name. We speak different languages. We may not be the same, but I reach out my hand to you, and I say,
Dr. Michael Scoffer will now come forward, Superintendent of Schools. He will be introducing our keynote speaker, as well as making a few comments.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here, and I just want to commend the intergenerational community choir and the great job that they've done. And how much they added to our program. Thank you. So it just feels incredible to be up here today as part of the rededication ceremony for Beaver Run Elementary School. And that's in part due to the number of years it took from the first discussions about the need for a new school back in 2015 or even a little earlier to the day this past September when the students walked in for their first day of school in the new Beaver Run. And a project like this takes time, but it's clear this new school building for the students, staff, and families of Beaver Run was well worth the wait. Isn't this phenomenal? So our thanks to the Wycomico County Council, County Executive, the State of Maryland for funding this much-needed project for the Beaver Run school community. Thank you so much to the architectural, engineering, and construction management teams for its efforts in delivering this beautiful building, as well as the support of the School Building Commission throughout the entire planning and construction process. It's a tremendous task, and they did a tremendous job. And thank you to the many Board of Education members, both past and present, who approved this project at various stages and who support it today. And thanks to my predecessor, Superintendent Dr. Donna Hammond, for her leadership in making sure the new Beaver Run Elementary School was built and had all of the support that it needed to get the job done. Her vision will be long-lasting in our school system, and we truly appreciate it. Thank you. So it feels incredible to be speaking to you about the Beaver Run Elementary School today because I was once a Beaver Run student myself as well. And actually, I grew up on Havasu Drive, directly across the street from the school, and I came here from kindergarten through 6th grade. And that was the old Beaver Run School that is now gone from this campus, but I loved my time in it, just as many as a lot of you around the audience today loved your time here as well. So from all of the teachers that are here, to Mr. Willie, my former principal, all of the wonderful memories I had here, this is a special place for me. So many of you made me a part of what you did, and I appreciate it. I've been proud to make my career in education and administration in Wycomico County Public Schools, and I am proud that I got my start right here at Beaver Run Elementary. Every one of the students that we are serving in this school building today will have their own path to follow to their future, and we can't wait to see where it takes them. We know they are going to have some amazing experiences, and I hope that they will finally remember their years of education right here at this school. I mentioned that I am not the only person here who is Beaver Run proud, so let's do this. Would you please stand up if you attend or attended Beaver Run as a student at some point in time? Stay standing. If you were ever a Beaver Run parent or a guardian or a caregiver, please stand up at any point in time. If you currently work or ever worked at Beaver Run as a teacher, as an administrator, an instructional assistant, food service worker, office staff, or any other team member of this school, please stand up as well. And if you ever supported in any way this school as a community partner in some form or fashion, you please stand up as well. So I'd like for all of us just to look around for a moment. This is an amazing scene, and the support that we have for this community school is a special, special amount of support. Thank you all so very much. So I've been fortunate to spend today's program sitting beside our keynote speaker, Marut Rizwan. Marut was born in Pakistan, and while English is her first language, she also speaks her family languages of Urdu and Punjabi. And she attended Beaver Run Elementary School from 2010 to 2013. And she is now a senior at Wycomico High School, who will soon be graduating. She has excelled in her years as a part of the Wahai tribe, taking part in the Next Generation Scholars Program, and serving as an officer in the Student Government Association, the National Honor Society, the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the Science Honor Society. And while earning the AP Scholar with honor status and a grade point average of more than 4.5 on a scale of 4.0. She has also volunteered at the hospital, competed in Destination Imagination, and has acted in the drama. And throughout high school, she has worked in the family business for State Wireless, while also helping to take care of her siblings and serve as a tutor at Kuma. And as you can imagine, she had a number of excellent college options, but I'm proud to say that she's going to attend Salisbury University this fall as she works towards her stated goal of being a physician. So please join me in welcoming Marut Rizwan to the podium as the keynote speaker for the Beaver Run Elementary Rededication Ceremony.
Good afternoon, teachers, parents, board members, and fellow Beaver Run alumni. My My name is Marie Griswan, and I am a senior at Wycomico High School. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone in attendance as we gather here to commemorate the school building. I'd also like to thank Ms. Tracy Saylor for reaching out to me and inviting me to speak to you all today. And Mr. Curtis Willey, principal of Beaver Elementary, for allowing me to tour the campus building and giving me a glimpse into what the school is like today. I walked these halls for the first time when I toured the new building a few weeks ago. I pulled my car into the parking lot and I kind of just stared at the new school building as a wave of excitement, but sadness washed over me. I had a few minutes before I had to go in, so naturally my mind took the opportunity to travel back a few years, as it does. I remembered it all too well. I remember the open courtyard lined with bricks that had students' hands painted on them. I remember the playgrounds and how the big red fire entered the creek as our tiny feet stepped on it. I remembered my teachers, Miss Stevens, Miss Lewis, and Miss Gray. I remember it all too well. As a child, I never thought to capture the moment, but if I could go back in time, memorize every wall, and memorize every face, I truly would. I like to think of primary school experience as having set the foundation for success in your educational journey. For example, my love for biology stemmed at a young age. When the other students rushed to the swing sets on the playgrounds, I stayed back, looking for ladybugs in the grass so I could see the pretty polka dots on their wings. Now, as I graduate high school and move on to college, I will further my education in the field of biology and medical sciences. The schools I've been to, be it Beaver Run, North Salisbury, Wycomico Middle, or Y High, taught me to grow comfortably into my own skin. Taught me to become a leader and work hard. So I'd like to share with you all my story. Beaver Run was the perfect place for 5-year-old me. Days where we'd have multicultural fairs, the multicultural fashion show, I see some of you nodding, and every day at recess would be the best day ever. As a little kid, I loved it all because my days revolved around being dropped off by dad in the morning, recess at noon, and being picked up by mom at the end of it all. So it's safe to say that my favorite memories at Beaver Run all stem from when I was having fun, and mostly the ones I can remember. I think about my time there often, especially when I find one of my old Student of the Week award certificates. Every time I got one of those, I had the elegant lunch of Burger King fries and chicken nuggets with my mom, sitting on top of the auditorium stage in the cafeteria. Beaver Run felt like home, and it still feels like home. After I left Beaver Run, I attended North Salisbury from 3rd to 5th grade. The 3 years I spent there were absolutely wonderful. I made lifelong friends that I still recognize today. I see teachers in Walmart and strike up conversations with them about anything and everything. My experience at North Salisbury paved the way for me to become the person I am today. It made me realize that good relationships are just as important as they are scarce. In fact, I had so much fun there that I was absolutely terrified to go to middle school, as was every other 5th grader. But when I got to middle school, I wasn't scared or nervous. It was weird to think about because I was actually kind of excited. I recognized my friends, people I knew, and fell into rhythm sooner than I could have imagined. Everywhere I went, the people I knew would taunt me and say, "I told you so," and they were right. Because it was easy to adjust when I had friends from elementary school. It was easy because I knew my primary schooling experience had been so great that middle school was a piece of cake. Then came high school. Now, as a teenager, and everybody here can agree with what I'm about to say because we've all been there. As a teenager, you second guess yourself a lot. Because now you're only one step, 4 years away from adulthood. I, contrast to popular belief, enjoyed my middle school years and I wanted to do the same for high school. But the doubt would just not let go. So it was tough. I believed that if I just did my bare minimum and focused in class, did my work, that high school would be awesome. But I failed to overlook the important fact that I could never live that life. I mean, I'm a lively person, I'm outgoing, and I can never sit still in one place for a long time. Because of that, I got tired of my routine really fast, and I needed a change. So I experimented with the opportunities available to me at Y High and found my place there. I joined our Student Government Association, of which I now serve as the Executive First Vice. I became members of various honor societies, such as Spanish Honor Society, and president of others, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Beta, and Science National Honor Society. I even expanded on my passion for acting as I joined the drama club, performing in plays like Puffs and The Play That Goes Wrong. I gained leadership skills over the past few years as I served on ILT committees, helped to plan events with my fellow leaders, and even interned for my AP biology teacher, or as you may know her, my Cumberland County Teacher of the Year, Ms. Rebecca Matthews. I applied to colleges and was very happy when acceptances and scholarship offers started to roll in. I was selected to be a part of many highly competitive programs, such as Signature Scholars for Washington College, the Dorsey Scholarship for Goucher College, and a full ride as a Van Key Scholar at the University of Maryland. My high school experience was fun, memorable, and most importantly, the one I needed it to be. And no doubt, we'll hope to continue to do so the same in next year in college. Throughout all of this, I became the person I am today, standing before you all giving this speech. Every school I've had, every teacher I've had, the people along the way, every day of my life has contributed to where I am today. And today will no doubt contribute to tomorrow. My growth has been aided by everyone who has supported me, everyone who hasn't supported me, the easy ways out and the rough patches, the good and the bad. So truly, it's not about the destination, but how we get there. 10 years later, Beaver Run still to me means so much. Although its old walls have been reduced to dust, buried deep under the foundation of this newer and much fancier Beaver Run, as we'll see in just a little bit, the school and its spirit will forever remain alive in countless hearts, including myself and others like me here today. The spirit of those who are not here anymore continue to live on within them as well. As I mentioned earlier, I toured the new school building a few weeks ago and was informed that 2 students would be honored today as well. These students, Sarah Foxwell, to whom the playground is being dedicated to, and Magdi Luma, to whom the media center is being dedicated to, who were too young to be taken away, will forever be remembered as well. To these students, and every single one of the students attending this school today, I truly believe that their memories and achievements will live long. I'm very honored to have been able to share my story with you, but I hope that as I did, and as you toured the new building, you all remember such stories that have unfolded already, got lost along the way, and yet to come. For today's Beaver Run students, I wish them all the best as they start to chart their own journeys. I hope they will gain the experience that will allow them to grow into the wonderful little humans they are. It's important for every child to feel safe and comfortable, and I truly believe that the staff here at Beaver Run and the fun and bright and flexible spaces and the energetic and caring teachers will let our kids flourish. Good schools are important. A quality education is important because these are the things that will lead us as a society into a better future. When we tell our kids to dream big and work hard, when we teach them how to be responsible, when we guide them through the years of their developmental years into finding out who they are, we build a stronger foundation for the future, for their future. Every person here today, every person not here today, every person who is present in a young child's life, whether it be teachers, parents, siblings, friends, everyone makes up a patchwork quilt, a blanket, keeping the child warm and loved and safe, and allowing them to grow comfortably into their own prospects. A good school is not only an educational establishment, but a center of educational leadership, responsible for nurturing our little brilliant beavers into our future leaders. Thank you.
going to honor two students, former students of Beaver Run. A couple of weeks ago, I put in applications for official naming of particular areas of the school and went through the official process. Because I believe in many instances, it is important to remember students who unfortunately lost their lives while they were way too young. On December 23rd, 2009, very close to this property, which now is a part of the Board of Education property just behind me, about 100 yards, Sarah Foxwell lived in one of the structures from the Winter Place Farms project that was opened during the early 70s. Many of you probably lived here, know very well about the story of December 23rd, 2009. Sarah was a part of the community here at Beaver Run, along with the rest of her family. She played on the playground when she probably wasn't supposed to, and that's okay. This was her playground. And I felt as though it was the right thing to do to honor the Foxwell family by giving them a place when they drive by from Parsonsburg down Old Ocean City Road. Now that the structure is gone, I wanted them to have a place where they could smile as they went past the building. So I have, and was approved, the playground, the entire playground is going to be dedicated to Sarah Foxwell, and it's going to be named the Sarah Foxwell Memorial Play Space, dedicated in her memory for all that played here. Dedicated on May 11th, 2023. Would the Foxwell family please stand? The plaque that will be installed is still at the foundry. It takes a while to have those things taken care of, but it should be in a few weeks. And I'm going to invite the Foxwell family to come back at that point for some photos with the new plaque. But a representative from the family would like to address everyone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Deborah, and I am Sarah's oldest sibling. First, I would like to thank the Beaver Run Elementary staff for inviting me here to speak today on my family's behalf, and also the Wetumpka Board of Education and everyone else involved helping making this project possible. I'd like to share a little bit about my sister Sarah and a favorite memory of her. Sarah was a very passionate and devoted person. I'm so sorry. She was devoted to her family and friends. And Sarah was very passionate about art, books, and music. That girl loved to sing, even though she got on her nerves. Sarah had the most genuine soul I have ever come across. She always found the good in people and situations. When I was 16 and Sarah was about 10, we had gone out shopping with our family. Sarah had saved up some birthday money and some allowance money. She wanted to buy herself a new game for her Nintendo DS. Something with puppy dogs, I think. Before heading to the next store, we stopped to grab dinner at Wendy's. There we saw an older gentleman who seemed to be homeless. After we got our meal and on our way out, Sarah walked over to this gentleman and gave him her meal, but also gave him a hug and the money that she had saved up. While on the drive home, she said he needed it more than she did. I always knew my sister would change lives, just didn't know it would happen this way by losing her so tragically. It's been nearly 14 years, and she is still loved and honored by all that knew her and our community. I not only speak for myself, but for my family as well when I say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for keeping her memory alive.
Another student that we would like to recognize is a very young man. His name was Magdi Luma. Magdi has been a student here with us for just a couple of years and went to Haiti with his family to go visit, and unfortunately became ill while there, and unfortunately did pass, and it was a major hit for our community. So what we would like to do is, in Magdi's honor, we have taken the media center and taken the free reading area of the media center, and we have made that the Beaver Run Memorial Gathering Space, which is also dedicated today, May 11th, 2023. And on the plaque is Magdi's name and also Sarah's name, so that they can be forever memorialized. And the mayor unfortunately got the rules, keep doing his business. As you can see, we have another little one that's on the way, and we also have Julie, who's here in kindergarten as well. So we have a lot of years left with the Luma family. And Miss Olin, his former teacher, is going to come up and say a few words for the family.
Good afternoon. My name is Grace Olin, and I am a current pre-kindergarten teacher here at Beaver Run, and I will say that this building is phenomenal. I have the privilege of speaking on behalf of the Luma family today. Magdi attended Beaver Run for 3 years before his untimely passing in 2021. He was a 3-year-old student in Miss Layla Fowler's class, a pre-kindergarten student in my class, and a kindergarten student in Miss Anna Spain's class. I believe all 3 of us would agree that being Magdi's teacher was not only a highlight of our careers, but truly one of our greatest blessings. If you've ever been a teacher, and I know there's a lot of you out there, you know that there are just some students who you will never forget, even after they move on to the next grade level. Magdi was one of those students. He had this unexplainable joy for life and this innate ability to make everyone feel happy. His infectious smile and contagious laugh are what I love most about him. When the days were tough, it only took a quick second of hearing Magdi laugh or a quick glimpse of seeing his smile to know that even the most challenging of days were going to be okay. Though Magdi did not speak, he was beyond intelligent. He constantly amazed us as he put the alphabet in order, but backwards. He matched numerals to their quantities all the way up to 20, when we only ever taught them up to 10. We had a linear calendar in our classroom, and each day he would turn over the numeral cards to represent the date. This did not sit right with Magdi, as he thought we should see all of the numerals 1 to 31 in the correct order. And so every day, he turned them over so that it looked right. I am convinced that if Magdi was still alive today, he would go on to cure incurable diseases, or invent something amazing, or solve some of our world's biggest problems. He was so remarkably intelligent. Magdi left an indelible mark on the lives of many. He was truly the life within our school walls. He was the king of the school. He was well loved by his peers and the staff within our building, and I can guarantee you that he knew how much he was loved. Though he will never physically walk through our school again, his beautiful spirit lives on in our hearts forever. Now that we have a permanent place in our school, Magdi's school, we will all be able to remember to smile and laugh like him, even on our hardest days. I am so grateful to all those who played a part in helping to forever memorialize Magdi here at Beaver Run. I know that this dedication means the world to his family, and it now provides a place for Magdi's siblings, Julie and Brandon, to visit in the future, to feel his presence and remember their amazing brother. I will close with this. Every day we should all strive to laugh and to love like Magdi. He was a true light on this earth, an angel sent from above. To know him was to love him, to teach him was one of my greatest blessings. Thank you.
I guess I can say that Beaver Run is now officially open for business. everybody for coming to this afternoon's event. We do have tours that are going to be available. If you would like to see the building, please go out underneath of the arch. There are students there that will be waiting to take you on a tour. It's a very brief tour, but they will be there to take you. And if you are leaving, if you give Officer Webster just a few moments to get to the entrance of the parking lot so that we can get everybody out, because construction is just as complicated getting out as it was getting in. He's been instrumental in the last 2 weeks helping us get traffic moving. Thank you very much for coming this afternoon. Have a great afternoon.